They've walked you through Horizon Zero Dawn, through The Last of Us, and through For Honor. This summer, one man, one horde, one motorcycle, many, many locations with an open world map, and one very large arsenal. When the dust settles at the end of the day, who will remain standing? Will it be Deacon St. John? Or those he stands against? Find out for yourself at twitch.tv/wildwolfgaming1. Stay wild, everyone. In the video game streaming system, the viewers are represented by two distinct groups: the gamers who provide walkthroughs and compete for wins, and the entertainers who provide nonsense and fun. These are the games of the Insomnia Squad. Doink Doink by Mike Post. Come to twitch.tv/awolvesdengames and click the follow button. That way you will be notified for further games by the Insomnia Squad. Sakuyanade Ba Olaran, or hello everyone and welcome. A Wolves Den Games is proud to present Friday's Foray into Skyrim with your host, Garoyalor Kia. Hello everyone, welcome. Sorry for the slight delay here. Having some minor mouse issues. And Skyrim's starting to act up a little too. But that's okay, I will have that fixed. And there we go. Okay, so here we are, back at the house. up on the roof where we left it. Let's get that helmet back on for protection. Wait a second. Oh, that's right. We did all this because I thought we were going to get arrested. And we ended up not. Oh, because we kept going back to Riften and ended up... Yeah. Okay, we're going to go back in the house. Trying to remember exactly what we had going here. Take that. What's this? I want that and that. And let's grab a ring and a necklace to enchant. We'll take the other armor I'm wearing, except for the gloves. The gloves stay. I'll hand those over. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm putting that on. Putting that on. We'll drop that off. Hauling. We'll use the elven boots. There we go. That'll get things started for us here. Hope everyone is having a decent day. Let me take care of one thing real quick. I need to swap that for that. And I need to swap that for that. That way I can keep track of chat with everybody. If anybody out there is over on YouTube or Facebook, please feel free to come over here to twitch.tv/wolvesdengames. And I'd be happy to sit and chat, and you guys can go ahead and I need to just put my armor and stuff on. That's all I needed real quick. Okay, so what do we have for weapons? A hunting bow. That's it. Okay, we're gonna need to do some enchanting somewhere. But yeah, if you come over to twitch.tv/wolvesdengames, it's a little easier for us to chat, because sometimes the messages from over there don't always make it to me directly, and it takes a while, and then I won't be able to answer questions or that kind of thing. And I'm sure you guys would much rather be able to have your questions answered, or your choices, should you want to
Where do you want to go?
Ooh. This marks off other stuff too. Okay, where do I know I can get some decent stuff done? I'll go to Darkwater Crossing. I didn't know that I could do that. Anyway, Uh, I'd like to be able to give chat the option of deciding where we go and what we're looking for. I mean, the main thing I'm looking to do is to get the homestead finished, but I'm in no serious hurry for it. And as long as these people aren't gonna yell at me for taking all their crops, I'll go ahead and grab what I can.
Do you ever want to go to Morrowind someday?
I've been in Skyrim my whole life. Why would I want to leave?
'Cause having stuff is always better than not, right? I mean, for the most part, we're here more, or I'm here more for some mandatory rest because of everything that goes into all the work that we do here. Because while we do stream, streaming is not our main focus. Our main focus is on tabletop games. And, I mean, we've got a lot that we're working on kind of all at once and just doing our best to make our way through.
Saunders takes care of me when Mom's not around.
What's your trouble? Not much to it, really. We fish and keep to ourselves. Try to keep from upsetting the Empire or the Stormcloaks. And so far the war's left us alone.
Sounds like my kind of plan. I have no interest in smelting. No, I'm not gonna steal it. At least not obviously.
Dragons breathing fire in the sky. Vampires brazenly attacking people on the street. It's the end of the world.
It's the end of the world as we know it. Who sees me? The chicken? Really? I got spotted by a chicken? Oh, now there's a soldier over there too. Wait, if they try to avoid the war and all that, then why are there stormcloaks here? Anybody else find that odd? Hey, there's my coffee. So mainly I'm just trying to gather resources in order to be able to get the homestead finished.
I try to think of it as coaxing the ore from the rock.
And doing things that way.
I keep hearing stories.
And I just realized why the sound was all off.
Wretched place.
Sorry about that, folks. At least it was off for me. With it being desktop sound, I figured you guys might have heard it just the way it's supposed to be. Meanwhile, for me, it was sounding really, really odd, mostly because I wasn't hearing it in the headphones. Would help if I had plugged them in. Don't need the pickaxe, because I was able to do it myself. I don't know if I would need a shovel. Does anybody know if you actually need, like, these other tools? I'll take all the salt you got. Because salt can be used as multiple things. Taking that. Because now that we have our library, we can actually load it up with books, because we've got plenty of room for that. And then any books that we've already picked up, we can just turn around and sell. Howdy, welcome. I wasn't really sure on the pickaxe. I mean, I've picked up other stuff, but I've never actually made any attempt to use them for anything. The woodcutter's axe is another one that you can pick up and actually use. Because you need the axe to be able to chop firewood, which you use for making arrows and selling to mills. I know that much. But I wasn't sure if a shovel was really necessary for anything. Thank you for peeking in over there on Facebook. I think that's Facebook. Okay, cool. Thank you for that information. That way I'm not wasting time on other things. Because I know that over back at the house there is a clay deposit, and I could swear you use a pickaxe for that too. So I find it interesting when they have these other tools and no real use for them, like the embalmer's tools and that kind of thing. Now, admittedly, I tend to rogue things out, especially on Skyrim. Being a DM and D&D player for the most part. DM more than player. We've got, let's see, our main campaign has been running over a year now. Oh, pardon me, sir. Heh. Dagnabbit. I don't want the shovel, I want the ore. Yeah, because instead of using a fishing pole or something to catch them, you like swim out in the water and you catch them by hand, which is weird. At least seems weird to me. I'll come back for that for the other corundum later. Ooh. There's one of the standing stones. Might as well at least get it marked on the map. For the most part, we're here just to wander and explore. And now that we're kind of away from more civilized folk, let's keep that bow ready. Still need to get to an enchanting table so I can get this bow upgraded at least a little. I mean, it's not the main bow that I tend to use. What does this do? I don't remember what stone I have equipped right now. I think it's the one that ups all skills a little bit as you go, or something. And since we haven't been doing anything as far as the actual quests go. I have not actually faced a dragon yet. I've even gone up to one of the Dragon Mountain spots and couple of skeletons there, and that was it. Kind of interesting. So, since that's showing up on the map, hey, that's a good point. I did mine one of the orc mines previously, and I thought it was kind of funny because since I wasn't threatening or anything and snuck into the mine, they just told me you shouldn't be here and just let me go ahead and mine the whole place out. But that one wasn't ebony. I don't remember what it was. It might have been corundum. I know it's on one of the previous videos. If they're not up on YouTube, then I'm pretty sure, or if they're not up on Facebook, I know they're up on our YouTube channel and over here at our Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/wolvesdengames. If I happen to miss any comments from Facebook or from YouTube, it might be the program that's trying to bring the chat to me isn't getting all of them. If that's the case, I apologize. But I will do my best to keep up with chat, and it's one of the great things about just using this to explore. It gives me more time to sit here and peek at chat and see what people have to say. And admittedly, as far as the chat goes, doesn't even necessarily have to have anything to do with Skyrim. I'm happy to chat about just about anything. Movies, books. Granted, I can't read the way I used to. Literally, due to a car accident. But audiobooks are something I'm a huge fan of. Okay, so unless I actually run into a dragon, in which case I will need to run. Nope. Looks like it's just skeletons here too. I think I just found an interesting way to get all your salmon roe, garlic, and Nordic barnacle. I have not, but I will remember that, definitely. Where are you? Crap. Where is he? There he is. Bye-bye. Yep, that's a much better bow. We'll equip that one here real quick in a second. Let's get our shout here. Well, I just found out an interesting way to get the majority of your shouts and not before you ever have to deal with a dragon. And it was entirely unintentional. I find that absolutely hilarious. I will definitely remember that that potion for sure. Especially with that thing of alchemy. Let's see, what level are we? 17. Yeah, level 17 and have yet to face a single dragon. Mostly because I haven't gone to the tower to face that first one yet. because, again, when I'm sitting here and exploring, yes, I've yeah, that dragon I have, the first dragon that the Jarl asked me to go deal with, I just haven't done that quest at all. So because of that, I'm just apparently bypassing the dragons for at least so far. In the meantime, I can at least try and get some things marked off and try not to piss off this giant. Oh, whoops. We should swap that bow real quick. That one. Don't mind me, Mr. Giant and Mammoths. I just want to know where, what the name of your place is. That's all. Steam Crag. Just 'cause since it's marked, I'd rather not lose it. Especially since we got past the dragon. Uh-oh. That wasn't quite as fast as I was hoping. I'm just so used to doing it with the controller, I just don't really bother with the keyboard in terms of saving and whatnot. Because this is not the special edition, this is just the classic through Steam. Actually, it's Miss Adika's game, and she allows me to use her games because of the family sharing they have for that. So because of that, I can bring you guys this and some other games she has on her account. We need those goat's horns. Right. I always like it when I can pull that off. If there's a horse, there's probably a rider. Yeah, there's a smoke from it. Where'd the goat go? Oh, goat. I must have seriously missed it. Or is it up? Oh, there it is.
It's not like my poaching is hurting anyone. The Jarl can hardly eat every deer now, can he?
I
Take a look.
don't have a problem with that. But I can sell you some stuff. Nope. I hate having to deal with the wolves. Because, well, considering a Wolves Den games, we kind of have a thing with wolves. Sorry about that. Oh, there's 2 hunters. Good to know. Go back into stealth mode. Although I do hate the fact that even enemies count, or even non-enemies will sit there and count as, you've been spotted. And it's like, well, are they enemies or not? I mean, I can understand it in terms of when you're... oh yeah, that's true. That's true. I should try that. Kind's Peace or Animal Alliance. 'Cause I would love to get a pack of wolves on my side and turn them against whatever's coming at me. A cat leading a bunch of wolves. That'd be hilarious. I really don't want to have to deal with those Spriggans. So I think we'll bypass that and check out that house. I am so glad I was able to get that roll unlocked. Uh-oh. Wait. Uh-oh.
All right, hand over your valuables, or I'll gut you like a fish. Nice try, but you don't scare me. I'm not going to ask again. Don't you walk away from me.
Mercy? I don't think so. Hello, Russ. Welcome. Mine now. Whoops. And I don't want to be upsetting a giant or those things. The mammoths. So y'all are welcome to just keep on walking. Weird how the thief didn't get me marked as detected. It's kind of odd. If I do happen to miss any comments over there on Facebook, keep in mind we are on Twitch at twitch.tv/awolvesdengames. Oh, nice. Cool. Welcome. Let's see. There's a mine up here. Mines are always good because house. Yeah, I didn't even get that house in Whiterun. I went straight for the for building the one in the Falkreath location. Need goat horns for lamps. Crap. I messed myself up. And I probably lost him and the arrow now. It's okay, still going for the mine. If I do spot him, I'll try again. I'm kind of upset with myself for missing that, considering, let's see, one of the streams we'd done, I ended up getting 3 in a row, going 2 different directions. I was rather impressed. and surprised that I hit all 3. And then I walked into somebody and yeah, that didn't go very well. If that's that way. I wonder if there's a back door. As crazy as it is to just do the whole jump up the mountain thing, I have noticed it can help if you're trying to get around certain areas. Okay, I've been detected. Something coming at me? Hello, Saber Cat. Whoa. Whoa. Huh. Guess I'm kind of glad I got spotted by the Saber Cat, but please don't make me shoot you, Wolfie. Go away, Max. Heh. Oh yeah. Huh. Maybe we'll find that. Maybe the wolves and the saber cats were too busy killing each other. Well, there's that goat I missed. What is that? I always find it weird when there are things just out of nowhere. I've had way too many people take me out from me trying to be nice and giving them the benefit of the doubt, so I'm just gonna go for it. Yeah, my main focus for most of our streams is just to have some fun and have a nice chat with the folks watching. Gotcha. And just kind of relax a bit after hours and hours of map making and encounter design and world building, lore. And that's just for one of the projects that we're working on for our little company. For more information on us, if for whatever reason I haven't put it over on Facebook, and it should be there, but if for whatever reason it isn't, over here at twitch.tv/wolvesendgames, down below the video window, we have information and links and Twitter and all that kind of thing. Even a little bit of information as to our scheduling. Although we are still working on getting that perfected, I guess would be the term. Mostly due to sometimes things come up. And most of this was actually inspired by some very creative and inspirational people, I would say. One of which being the cast of Critical Role. If you're not familiar with them, well, they are definitely a group to take a look at. Our main focus is helping build a stronger community through cooperation and friendly competition. And those folks are pretty much the embodiment of that spirit. And as a group who had never intended to put their D&D game on the internet, they've come a long, long way, and just kind of help inspire us to keep moving forward. I'll take your bread. Yep. I snuck into an ebony mine. As long as I don't talk to anybody, I think I'll be okay. Ooh, I gotta be careful. Oh, if you want to see a live D&D game, if you want to see it actually live, we don't have the setup currently for us to be able to bring our tabletop work directly to the internet. We are hoping that eventually, through both our...
Leave, Outlander.
Okay, I'll go over here then. The Critical Role cast are a bunch of voice actors, one of whom does a voice in this, Matthew Mercer. If you're into the people behind the video games, then that's a name you'll probably recognize. He's the dungeon master for Critical Role, and their entire cast is nothing but professional voice actors. And then they occasionally bring guests in. And Matt, as a dungeon master, is incredibly inspiring. I wouldn't even attempt to try to compare my style or anything else to his, but I am inspired by him, and I do try to learn both from him and from some other incredible dungeon masters I've seen. Oh, you should just look at his IMDb page. and just scroll through his credits. He's probably known best as McCree from Overwatch, or Leon S. Kennedy from most of the Resident Evil games. The innkeeper on Hearthstone. I mean, every single one of them are incredible voice actors. Though I will admit, my personal favorite in terms of voice actors would have to be Rob Paulsen, who's best known probably for being Yakko and Pinky on Animaniacs, which is coming back to Netflix, by the way. I think. Netflix or Hulu. And now they're remaking the Flintstones to be an adult cartoon, which I don't know how I feel about that one. But yeah, we do semi-regular Skyrim streams. Most of our streams have particular themes to them. Tuesdays and Wednesdays we do Hearthstone. Sundays is always a Skyrim day because, well, as you may have noticed, I just kind of like to stroll through rather than
Outlanders should learn not to wander where they don't belong.
well, unless you attack me, I'm just gonna go about my business and not bother you. But I'm working on a house, so I kind of need stuff. And nobody's attacked me.
Leave.
Okay, you've told me to leave. And I will, as soon as I'm done. Until I have to defend myself, I'm just gonna keep to myself over here, okay? How you doing?
You've no right to be here. This place is for orcs, and orcs alone.
Well, how do I become an honorary one, and I'll go do that. Eventually.
You've no right to be here. This place is for orcs, and orcs alone.
That sounded a little like Travis Willingham. Did something just blow up? Ooh, iron. I need iron. Lots of iron. Construction in this game takes tons and tons of iron. Cool. Welcome, Patricia. Let's see. I'm sure I'll get to it eventually. I've just been more occupied with just trying to get my house built and explore rather than work on any kind of quests or whatnot. Find it helps with being able to chat with people. Okay. You wanted me to leave. I'm leaving. And it's even marked on the map. Even better. I kind of figured it was going to be one of the orc mines because of the bridge. Well, that gets that done quick. This is that. One of the things that I do like is when it comes to construction regarding the houses and whatnot, forging all your building materials gets your forging up quick. So as long as you're out there doing enough to get your other skills pushed up, you can use that to help get some of your things marked off on your tree. And I don't know, until I saw Matt Mercer DM for Critical Role, I never really paid attention to D&D or understood it all that well. But after watching it for a month, I played my first game, and after my second game, I was kind of pushed into the DM seat. And I've been there ever since. We've gotten a second campaign started. Again, I just want to mark it. I'm not here as a threat. I'll even put the weapon away. And then I walk. And real quick, before I lose track, whoops, that's not how I intended to do that. I try to keep those very distinct so that anytime a stream starts, everybody knows exactly where we left off, and keeping those those saves cleared helps show, okay, yeah, you guys remember we were on whatever on the we were on whatever number for the last one, and now here we are again at our first save for whatever, and here's the new number. And it makes it easier to just follow along, I guess. It's up there. Let's see. I might be able to make it. What is... Hunters, I'm assuming.
I've been hunting and fishing in these parts for years. It's not like my pub. Take a look.
Yeah, I'll sell you that one. And those. I don't really need those much.
All right then.
Since there are times when I am kind of forced to have to kill the wolves. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Yeah, Critical Role is great. If you're more into like steampunk or something like that, there's Maze Arcana, which their streams tend to be in the setting of Eberron, which is a much more unless you come at me. Whoops. Don't want to jump off a mountain. Ooh. Looks like I'm coming in above something. I think I remember this. I've played this a bunch of times. It's just, this is the first time I've ever actually come along and tried to stream it. let's see, I'd gone through and beaten the main storyline on Xbox 360 some time ago, and was actually on my third game before we were able to start doing streams. I'm not trusting that there's nobody here, because that doesn't make sense. This is that cult, isn't it? Yeah. I think it's time to leave. I remember these people. They're nuts. I think that's the smoothest I've gone in and out of that entire spot. While Matthew Mercer may have helped inspire some of my narrative approaches to D&D, it was the DM over at Maze Arcana, Rudy Rutenberg, who got me dressing a little fancier for work, especially when I'm DMing. It kind of helps. Even though the DM is like a bunch of characters, which means technically being multiple roles, then it kind of helps me get into the right mindset. Yeah. Some of these groups are... Oh, voices. Again, I'm just getting things marked off rather than worrying about doing any kind of quest or whatnot. Crap. If you're gonna come at me... I don't see it. Huh. I did go and join the, oh. I almost had it. I did go and join the Dawn Guard just so I could get their armor and the crossbow. And yes, I know I'm not using the crossbow at the moment, but that whole reason was because I believe I'd gone to Riften and gotten myself into a little bit of trouble. And if I go back and get arrested, and then therefore have to deal with all of that, having to go to jail kind of nonsense, whatnot with this, I figured that way I wouldn't lose any of my major stuff. And I guess technically I could afford to lose the skills by just waiting out the term, because again, this is more for entertainment value than any kind of walkthrough specifically. I just like being kind of little unusual in terms of how I do my gameplay. I am not a... It is coming at me. Crap. Okay. We'll go that for the right hand. That for the left. Whoops. And we're back over by Boethia. Okay. I'm fine with that. Or maybe not. Was this before the Ice Wraith? Yeah, because Boethia is up there. We're over there. Will that do it? Maybe. Nope. The one downside to trying to do the whole jump the cliff. Oh, that's right, because we had to circle around here because of the cats being over here. Saber cats being up there. Yeah, I'm not gonna hit him from here. So as long as I'm careful, I can slip right past him. Especially because I actually remember they're here this time. Whoops. Whoa, 3 of them? I wasn't expecting that. Are they really going to try to run all the way around the mountain to get to me? We slip right over here. Grab us some gold. I'm still in combat. Really? Oh yeah, that's a good point. Usually, I haven't really focused a whole lot on magic, to be completely honest. Although, I probably should. Okay, I'm gonna save it up here this time. So there's 205. Hey, maybe the cats will get the cultists for me. Since they apparently see me again. Or they did. Tanning rack. That doesn't seem like a very good idea. An alchemy. There it is. Arcane enchanter. No. Let's add. For the bow, I'm gonna go for the soul trap. That's a good point. Wait. I don't have any soul gems on me. Or I don't have any full soul gems on me. There's nobody here? Seems unusual. Maybe it's because I haven't, like, triggered the quest to start. Illusion Assassin. Sounds like, Arcane Trickster in D&D. Yeah, that sounds like me. Which is weird, because I'm playing a Tabaxi Paladin. In the one game I'm actually playing when I'm not DM. Oh, now I know where I am. Yeah, I haven't looked back at the map. I haven't really looked at the map since probably before I jumped on the good point. Okay. Let's see. That's all we got there for now. So... Yeah, I should have done that. Because Yep. Forgot to grab more stuff from home before we went on this whole journey. That was my bad. Time to fix that. Okay, we'll drop down to Boethia and then get that marked, then save it and go from there. 'Cause oops. That, and I know where I am on the map from just having played previously enough times to be like, oh, I know exactly where that is. I didn't realize I was this close to my mind is blanking on the name of the hold. Winterhold? That one over across the little bay there. Did I just get myself stuck? I did. Whoops. Sorry about that, folks. Just have to check on something real quick. Sorry about that. Ah, okay. That's what that was. Windhelm, that's right. Yeah, my mind can get a little wonky sometimes due to that car accident I'd mentioned previously. Sometimes I have to kind of come at things in a roundabout way, cross associations and whatnot, just to be able to remember simple things like names sometimes. Kind of sucks. But yeah, since I don't have to worry about anybody being here, this is all marked now, so grab the snowberries. Grab what I can, because, well, Who's gonna stop me? Okay. Then I'm gonna jump back to the house for a moment. Wish you could rename the house. Oh, no problem. Once we're back at the house... I thought I heard something. Like something other than something that's supposed to be here. Because, I mean, there have been times when I've had giants show up at the house for no reason. Actually, that is on one of the streams. And I took a giant down, right down here or something. I guess the body's been moved. Was it down here more? I don't remember. And I always like to check here, since it's my backyard. Make sure nobody else is taking up residence down there. And I've had weird moments, particularly before the recent game, or the streamed game, where I see the shadow of one of those hawks, and I'm like, is that a dragon? Oh, no, it's just a hawk. But I do happen to enjoy when you're at higher levels. Like when you're at low levels and you're dealing with that very, very first dragon, and it's like, oh crap, I hope I can survive this. And then you get further and further into the game, and it gets to a point where you're just like, come on, can we just... I'm not here for you. Go away. Fine, I guess I'll have to kill you then. I actually don't remember if... I'm not sure where I put my... Was it over here? No. No. You'll notice I've... Well, except for these things, I've pretty much emptied out most of the stuff because I like to organize the stuff that I have so I can keep track of exactly what's available. Dagnabbit. Yes, I did just say dagnabbit. I can be a tad old-fashioned at times. Let's see. I remember that I had emptied out somewhere and put all my stuff. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've tried a few different things to try and keep everything protected and defended and whatnot, and I'll be honest, I tend to forget a lot. Okay, that's not where I'd left it. Huh. I didn't know that that bookshelf came with a book. Good to know. Okay, Okay, so I hadn't left it. Trying to figure out where my soulstone things are. So, my apologies that I can't seem to remember offhand. It's been a little bit since I played. It's been... I don't even remember exactly how long. Nope, that ain't it. Nope. Did I maybe leave it on the roof somewhere? Otherwise, they're downstairs, right in front, where I left everything else. I try not to keep the stuff that I use the most in the same place as everything else, because, well, that way I don't get things confused. I don't care about the bowl, but I'll take the flute for Scanlan. Huh. That's actually brilliant. I've never really thought about it that way. I'll get around to it. I mean, lately it's just been... I completely understand. I mean, technically that's one thing about D&D is, as far as organizing and whatnot, all that can be done without having to without actually having to have everybody there for it, if that makes sense. Howdy Swift, welcome. Apparently most of the people have been over on Facebook watching, but definitely welcome and glad to see you here. Trying to remember where the heck I left my personal gear, because I thought I was going to be arrested and I didn't want them to take it. Is that it? No. That was a guy who was pretending to be somebody. No problem. Again, always welcome here. I know it's not Hearthstone or Magic the Gathering, which, yes, I have been playing a little bit of Arena. Because, well, that way if some friends would like to play sometime, then I'll actually be able to have something to use. I am not much of a fan of current Magic. I will say that, but I started playing back in 2005 by trading a bunch of other stuff. Well, I'm glad you find my voice soothing. There are times where mine seems a little off. At least to me. I mean, granted, it's... Whoops. Okay, maybe the stuff is here. I hate having to look through everything. No, it doesn't look like it. Because I didn't see Dave. Dave is the name of the, crossbow. Crossbow? No. An axe. Dave was the name of an axe. I'm just not much for grinding. I mean, a lot of Magic nowadays seems to be very much focused on getting your wins and whatnot, and that's just not really my style. Whoops. Oh, I left those there because I didn't want them taken. There's all my potion ingredients. That's one of the reasons why our particular company is also working on a cooperative card game instead of that that grind for the win constantly mentality, which, I mean, I kind of understand it. I'll take that one. I'll take that one. Howdy, Bobsta. Well, I do have a few people I know who do play Magic Arena, and I wouldn't mind being able to play against them or you or whoever if it's one of the days that we're playing that'll probably be only on Mondays, just because I'm so not a fan of the grind for the win that I can only take so much Magic in one sitting, unfortunately. I love the game. I love being able to innovate decks. I don't like the push for you have to win or all or nothing, basically. Oh, there we go. There's all my stuff. Anybody who's a fan of Critical Role will recognize some of these names. Let's see. Actually, I think my better bet would be to... Let's drop off the books. Well, thank you. I'm strictly a casual kind of player, so because of that, I try not to take things too seriously. I mean, work, I kind of have to. It's, well, my job. But other than that, this is our mandatory rest break for give me 1 minute. Okay. This is our mandatory rest break for work, basically.
Well, now I'm telling you to take a break from your break.
I understand. I've got Miss Adika stepping in and seeing if I can take a break here. It's been an hour and a half. Holy crap. Yeah, I think I kind of need one. If I'm losing track of time that easily. However, I won't be gone long, I promise. Well, we try. We certainly try. However, I will be taking a very short break here, so give me a second to jump over to Riften and get this whole... I think they're going to arrest me, so I might as well get it over with.
Did you kill a chicken?
No, I'm not going that far. I'm not going to go kill a chicken.
Did you steal a chicken?
No.
Did you eat a chicken?
At one point, I'm sure I did eat a chicken.
Was it named Dave?
No. Dave is the name of...
The river in your...
No, Dave is the name of the enchanted axe.
And your house.
And I named the lake nearby Dave because... reasons. Yeah, I'm going to Riften. I forgot. Yeah, oh, Skyrim can easily eat up hours and hours of time, especially if you're just doing the exploration thing like I'm doing. Um,
Hi.
there's Miss Adika. Yeah, for additional information and for whatever you might need in terms of getting a hold of us, all the information is over here on twitch.tv/awolvesdengames.
Just thinking about my...
Wait, I know you. The only mistake was you showing your face.
Yeah, I just want to get this.
Crimes against Skyrim and her... I
Yeah.
guess you're smarter than you look.
Last time y'all tried to kill me, and I had to steal a bunch of your stuff in order to get away. So, I'm gonna... I'm gonna go ahead and just wait it out, because... since I'm just doing exploration and getting the houses built, but without worrying too much about the quests themselves, it kind of gives me a little time to be able to just go ahead and wait out the jail time, just to get it over with for now. I will be taking a quick break. However, we will be back very shortly.
If you're ever in the market, I deal in specialty goods for Morrowind at one of the stands.
He would say that. I just got him arrested. Last stream, even. Oh, wow. 100 gigs of mods? That'd be crazy. Yeah, I'm just running basic as is. I could go in and give myself all the gold I need to do whatever, but I really don't have to worry about that, honestly. Because, again, it's just an exploration and getting houses built and letting chat make some of the decisions, like where we go, what we do, what to name something when we enchant it, that kind of thing. However, for the moment, I will be taking a quick break. Say no more than 10 minutes, I would hope. But yes, we luckily we have things set up so this streams not only to the Twitch channel, which is our official channel, by the way. Any followers there are very, very helpful, because they could help to get they could help us with getting some things monetized, so that we can take our streams and boost the productivity or production level of it, and better microphones, better sound, that kind of thing. But we're kind of working on that as we go. Our main focus, again, is tabletop. But I will be taking a very, very short break for... shouldn't be more than 10 minutes. Hopefully it should be shorter than that. I will do my best. In the meantime, thank you for joining us so far, and we will be back soon. They've walked you through Horizon Zero Dawn, through The Last of Us, and through For Honor. This summer, one man, one horde, one motorcycle. Many, many locations with an open world map. And one very large arsenal. When the dust settles at the end of the day, who will remain standing? Will it be Deacon St. John? Or those he stands against? Find out for yourself at twitch.tv/wildwolfgaming1. Stay wild, everyone. In the video game streaming system, the viewers are represented by two distinct groups: the gamers who provide walkthroughs and compete for wins, and the entertainers who provide nonsense and fun. These are the games of the Insomnia Squad. Doink Doink by Mike Post. Come to twitch.tv/awolvesdengames and click the follow button. That way you will be notified for further games by the Insomnia Squad. Welcome back, folks. I think I'm actually back way faster than I was expecting, and that's a good thing. Needed to check on coffee, make sure things were going well in that respect. But yeah, we will continue here, and thanks for that, Swift. We certainly do our best to try and keep things moving as best we can. Sure. Oh, I didn't get to keep the boots. It's okay, I gotta just get back.
My advice. Don't listen to that talk of a face sculptor down in the Ragged Flagon. Face butcher, get from what I've heard.
And here I am trying to skip doing all of the... He's out here. Hey! Hello, Ariana. And thank you for following Popping Cheeky over here on Facebook, or on Twitch. We are certainly doing our best to try and get some things done, and mainly we're here for exploration and that sort of thing more than anything else. Okay, as long as nobody comes down those stairs. No, don't need those. Unfortunately, we're building a house, so we need a lot of this stuff. And, well, I'm a D&D player at heart, and, yeah, I'm a rogue. Zodiac? That would actually be Aquarius, I believe. Don't need that. Ooh. Let's go this way. A little further. I believe it's there. Almost. Well, we do our best, Swift. We try and make things interesting. Oh, I've got a campaign that's been going over a year now. I've got a second campaign that started up recently.
I'm his apprentice. He's teaching me all about being a blacksmith.
Well, good to know. I hope you learn to be a very good blacksmith. I have done, let's see, a couple of one-shots, including a Battle Royale one-shot, which was rather interesting. No, well, let's see. I think one of our one-shots was put up on Twitch through CageCon. It wouldn't have been the most recent one, though. CageCon is something that we do when we get a chance, where we go on stream. Sorry, just trying to look at the map. So I can jump home and get the good stuff for our gear, rather than the whatevers I've picked up. Yeah, there were a few games, a few games that I participated in and hosted for CageCon, which is a it's a streaming con to raise money for, I believe it's 6 or 7 different cancer research charities, organized by one of the critters from the Critical Role Twitch channel, in fact. That can go. That can go. That can go. Whoops, and the battle axe. Forgot about that. Now we go over here. Not the broom. Now we put on the real stuff as far as gear. I need trinkets, vexing vision. What's missing? Firewalker for the boots. Yeah, I can understand that. All of our work lately is so focused on the stuff we can do at little to no cost, because money's tight everywhere. I can definitely understand that. Though, admittedly, if I had the option, I would have given more than $2 to Critical Role for their Kickstarter. But that's what I had at the time, so I'm okay with that. Now let's get my real bow. Yeah, that's true. And even though it seems like a drop of water in comparison to what everybody was willing to give to them, it's, at least I can say I joined in with that. I'm not taking my horse. I always get my horse killed. Really, I do. Wait. That's right, because I put all the construction stuff in the basement. I haven't been down there this entire stream. I just noticed that. I have my own forge and everything downstairs, and I still need to buy a grand soul gem. So how much money do I have right now? Yeah, that's gonna be pricey. But if I take some potions to the potion shops, I don't really need the bellows, but I can drop that off later. And I don't really need to run at the moment when I gotta make some nails and stuff. Yeah, because the two things that I still need at the house that I don't have are, let's see, I've got 32, so let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll go with that. Okay. Understood. But, I mean, that kind of coverage, wow. That'd be amazing. But I'd never expect it. Oh yeah, and I can make jewelry. Forgot. Jewelry can make some money. It's the fanciest thing we can make right now. 2 of those. One of those. And then the jewelry will just sell off. The plain jewelry will sell off. Understood. Wow. Okay. Sorry. Just some interesting concepts have been brought to mind elsewhere. Yeah, we're mainly focusing on trying to get things going so we can start doing some tabletop streaming, as well as I mean, I would love to be able to sit down at a table with some friends and stream the way Maze Arcana and Critical Role do. If only for the insanity that comes from tabletop games. When you're building a character, though, it's very important to remember, don't build a character to be comic relief, because the game itself creates enough of that insanity for you. Believe me. We have a half-orc barbarian rogue in our main campaign right now. And early on, before he took any levels in rogue, he had in order to make sure they had enough light, because they weren't thinking about the fact that like 2 of the 3 of them had dark vision. And if you don't know, if you don't play D&D or don't know exactly what that means, it means that you naturally are capable of being able to see in the dark up to a point. Okay, I'm just moving all the construction stuff here real quick. That goes with weapons. That stays with me. Yes, it's you see in black and white. But yeah, it's it allows you to see in the dark a certain amount. Okay, we want the horns in there, not the hide, but we're not worrying about that right now. There we go. We're almost. There. Oh, absolutely. I know that during combat, the orc had taken his axe and in a rage cut a zombie in half, like at the waist. And in order to get some light into the room, his partner, played by the same character, or the same player, by the way, cast the cantrip light on the upper half of the corpse. So they threw that into the next room so they could see. Then the orc decided, in order to get a little more light around, he proceeded to rip the additional limbs off and throw them around the room. I had to actually check the rule book 3 times, and it doesn't say you can't do that, so I went okay. So it was kind of weird having these zombie body parts just kind of laying around the room and glowing. Although I've also heard some very, very interesting character design ideas and whatnot. And oh yeah, we leveled up. Okay, what do y'all think? Magica, health, or stamina? I'll let y'all decide. Because why not? It's kind of one of the points of being able to interact with chat, right? I mean, we've got 150 on Magica and health. Stamina not only allows us to do the running and the zoom in with the bow, which also slows down time a little bit for you, but it also means you can carry more. But health might be a better idea. I mean, I use magic, but not as often. Oh, yeah. Or I remember a particular moment when the plan to deal with a dragon involved teleporting inside the dragon's gut. Thank you, Bobsta. And Andres. Cool. Yeah, that tends to be my go-to, because if I can stealth my way through, especially with the bow. Oh, whoops. We should probably, yeah, get an addition here. Let's see. I've hardly started on smithing, and that could be really important. Elven or Dwarven? Because I can't do that one yet. That and that are the two I tend to focus on. So, and there's Ebony and Daedric over on that side. I think we're going to go Dwarven. Well, I was thinking about the time that Scanlan and Vax teleported inside a dragon's stomach with a immovable rod in the hopes that it would keep the dragon from going anywhere. And it's like, what? If not, then I can set it so you can. Or I can give you permission. Where? Something saw me. I'm gonna assume it's not dangerous then. Okay. Hang on a second. Where should we go? I mean, we can go pretty much anywhere. I'm not on any quests. So, I mean, where haven't we really... Wow, that's a lot of open space, especially on a Skyrim map. What do you think, folks? Should we head this way? Maybe start here and go for that? Or go there and just start moving this way? What do you think? So I guess our choices at the moment are either Catless Farm, Dead Man's Respite, or Rebel's Cairn. Yeah. So some of the things that have shown up in D&D are just absolutely insane. And then you have my world, which is absolutely... Oh, I am so sorry, folks. I forgot to big screen it for you. My bad. I apologize profusely. So we've got Catless Farm up here. We've got Dead Man's Respite here. And Rebel's Cairn here. Yeah, my D&D world is heavily inspired from Stephen King's Dark Tower series, Tolkien, the Dresden Files, and traditional Dragonlance novels, to be completely honest. Though I never played D&D until February last year, in 2018. So yeah, mine has some interesting twists to it. There are some artifacts that will be making appearances. Some strange kind of statuary. At least that's how they look at it. Halted Stream Camp? Where is that? Can you give me somewhere to start from? And I can try and find it. I know that there are some interesting statues I'm going to be Oh, that's the one. No, I'm not going there because I'm not doing dragons yet. Halted Stream Camp. I would assume it would be near water. So somewhere along here? Maybe? Near Whiterun. Near Whiterun. Okay, so I'm gonna guess somewhere over in this direction, perhaps. To the right of Whiterun, which would probably be, what, east? I've heard of that arrow, but I've never actually run across the stats for it. Which is kind of funny, because I used to collect all kinds of stats just to... North Watchtower. So near here-ish. Sort of. Strangely enough, I didn't see one pop up. Punk? Oh, whoops. Sorry.
All right, you've had enough.
I didn't mean to shoot at you. I thought you were one of them. Take the arrows. I'll take my arrow back. Okay, so I need to go north from here-ish, which would be behind me. Just 'cause rogue's got a rogue. Oh, wow. That's crazy. 10-foot wide annihilation sphere. Technically, annihilation spheres, oh, northeast. So, that way-ish. Okay. I just want to get this marked off. I'm not going after nobody. Is it the giant camp? They have something like annihilation spheres in the Dresden Files, and those are pretty bad. According to Dresden, Hades has a halo of them that circle. That's his crown. Of course, I also found out that the word Cerberus comes from the Greek word Kerberos, which means spotted. So, Hades' three-headed dog is named Spot. Walk away, Max. I don't want to kill you, and you don't want to be dead. And I really don't want to have to deal with a giant, 'cause getting launched in... No, that's Blizzard Rest. I'd hate to get launched into the stratosphere. Yeah. Yeah. Anytime you combine any kind of portable hole effect or bag of holding effect, wow, that's insane. Too bad you can't get that haversack added in there somewhere too. I didn't want to kill you, Wolfie. It's in our name, dude. Leave me be. I hate having to do that. However, since I did have to, I think we'll put up a trophy in the house for him. Let's see. So, I'll keep moving this direction-ish. Whoa, trying to drop Tiamat? That could be... Huh. Yeah, the other interesting thing that kind of goes along with that is my world technically got separated from the D&D multiverse right before Tiamat's fall. So the people there don't know that she fell. Kind of adds an interesting little twist to traditional lore. Though mine was written with the intention of being a novel. That reminds me, that's a question I have had for a long time. Is Tiamat and Takesis the same deity? Because they're kind of described the same, but that doesn't necessarily make them the same. But then there is the fact that deities' names tend to change with culture as well. So while one group might call them one thing, another group might call them something else. What are you apologizing for? No reason to apologize. True. Northwest from the tower. Oh, okay, so I was on the completely wrong side. So let's go... Let's make this easy and jump back to the tower real quick. Wow, I didn't realize we'd walk that far. No, that's not the right one. Wait. It's that one. Okay, that's better. I was like, wait. But again, since I'm mostly into this for the exploration... Oh god. Tasselhoff Burfoot. Is it just me, or... does... Scanlan kind of remind you a bit of Tasselhoff? Just a little. Especially if you've ever listened to the audiobooks for the first 3 Dragonlance books. They were read by Peter McNichol. He played Janusz in Ghostbusters 2. The guy with the funny accent, which he's a great actor and doesn't usually have an accent. I'm not even sure where he'd picked that one up from. Huh. I never really stopped and noticed the moon on this before. Interesting. Oh yeah. Yeah, that helped a lot. One of the main reasons I played Skyrim was because it made me a bit nostalgic for Dragonlance. I wonder if Sam cribbed the voice a little from either the Dragons of Spring Dawning, or no, Dragons of Autumn Twilight film, or if maybe he took it a little from the Peter McNichol reading. Because I did happen to... Yeah, it was an animated film. Raceland is voiced by... Kiefer Sutherland. Sorry for the look up there, folks. It was a... had to do one of those cross-association things again. Which is a real pain in the butt when you're trying to write for D&D. They did a decent job. What upset me is they stopped with the first one. They made the first one and they stopped there. Is it... Did I pass it? Yeah, when you only get the first part of a trilogy, you might as well not have done it. But I think the voice acting that was done for it was incredibly well done, and Kiefer did an amazing job with well, more than that, it became such a series. But I mean, the original Chronicles is what I was thinking of. Although, yeah, you kind of have to put... Well, there's also Dragon of Summer Flame. And a few others, I believe. Yeah, I know. I figure I'm here, might as well mark it. Did I pass it already? Or is that it over there, maybe? Granted, I was always the person who used to pay attention to voice actors, not because of who the voice actor was, but because I recognized the character. Oh, resembles a tent. I passed it, didn't I? That one. There we go. Like, for example, Rob Paulson. I had no idea who the guy was until I saw him at a hockey game. I don't know that he does a lot of voice acting, but I know he did at least the role of Raceland for that one film. I haven't really looked through his credits on IMDb, which is a great site. You should definitely check it out. That gives you information on all kinds of actors. I didn't even realize... I mean, Travis and Laura's child has his own IMDb page already. I don't know, I kind of like Kiefer in some of his older stuff, like Lost Boys, or even Phone Booth. I liked him in Phone Booth. He plays a good villain. And he's got a good voice for it. He's got that rasp to it. Of course, it's also interesting that his dad was the original Buffy's watcher. That's better. Who's next? Gotta find me first. That's one down. Where'd everybody else go? Did they go out the gate? That'd be funny. I hear them talking. There you are. Oh, right to a kill. I don't think I've seen that one. And I have to say, as much as I despise the film that was put out for Dark Tower because of just how much was left out, I will admit that he did a decent job. Although I think my favorite portrayal of Walter would have to be Jamie Sheridan in The Stand. Since Walter and Randall Flagg were the same person. Should I not have killed everybody here? Ooh. I will definitely take a look at that. Well, that was easy. And it was empty. Yeah, I will definitely check it out. I know there's like a bunch of stuff that I've been meaning to watch. Lately, I've been kind of because of how much I've been working, I can't really take the time to sit down and watch a whole lot of stuff. A lot of the time I will put something on and just let it play and not pay any attention to it whatsoever. Depending on what it is, of course. Right over his head. Hit her. Hacker. Oh, I only got through the first two. Sorry, Hardison. No. Wait. Yeah, generally it's just background sound. So because of that, I have a tendency to just put on something for nostalgia's sake. Because a lot of our games are based on a certain amount of nostalgia. Two of the games we have out currently, one of them is based on who remembers Muppet Babies or Rugrats? Those kind of cartoons that have the young kids with the really active imaginations. And then imagine those kids taken to a wedding. I mean, those kids are not going to have any interest in the wedding. However, what they are going to have an interest in is that cake. That really big, fancy wedding cake. So the kids, they're going to want to go for the cake. And the game was designed on, imagine those kids in that kind of situation, and now the players are those kids. Now, granted, we didn't use any of the Muppet Babies' names or anything like that. We used the names of our own kids, because that makes sense. Weekend at Bernie's as a LARP. That would be hilarious. Huh. Then you just gotta kind of ask, which of the party is willing to play the dead guy. Sounds almost like a murder mystery thing. I'm sitting here mining away and they don't hear a thing. Yeah. Although, what if you did it more like Weekend at Bernie's too? As long as there's music going, you gotta get that hole. And just keep on walking. That would get even crazier, wouldn't it? Bernie's gonna lead us somewhere. We don't know where. And it only happens if music plays. Oh, man. Andrew McCarthy. I think the most recent thing I've seen of his work would be Kingdom Hospital, which is also Stephen King. That series was a trip. Yes, I did. Ebony sword in one hand, Dave in the other. Yeah, I saw that coming. I forgot my potions before I came. Thankfully there was the autosave. Do I have any? I don't have any kind of gem that has anything in it. It's okay. That sounds like it could be a lot of fun. Okay, before... Well, I've got plenty of food, but that doesn't really... Before I tackle this... I'm going to go ahead and jump back to get my potions, 'cause... Whoops. Okay, but this is marked, and I know exactly where I'm going now, so... Thank you for that little tip there, 'cause... I mean, the cooking pot is helpful, but I have no problem just kind of going back and clearing it out again if I have to. But I'm kind of wondering where my gems went. They're probably in the strong box. Wow, that's going all out, isn't it? Hey, I've got more gold though. I can sell stuff. I really need some soul gems. Oh yeah, I dropped off all my salt. Whoopsie. To be completely honest, the one LARP that I had intended on getting involved with is actually a film series based on the novels that my D&D world is based around. Just for something to think about. Let's see, I also need, not that, I need my potions. Health stuff. That so I can carry stuff. Well, not just carry. Because then I can poison them too. Don't really need that right now. Not worried about it. Health. Healing. 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 Stamina. That would be helpful. $15 points of poison damage, and that's a weak poison? Couldn't hurt. Well, it could hurt, and that's kind of the reason I took it. Yeah, I was gonna take my films, or take my novels that I was writing and was unable to finish. Oh. Well, I didn't have to kill it. Good horse. Sorry. Oh yeah. We'll just jump back to there. Yeah, because I need... The main thing I need the money for is for soul gems, I believe. And doesn't the wizard at Whiterun have those? Oh, cool. I actually heard a story about a one of the stormtroopers on Tatooine who had joined the rebellion in secret, and that's the reason why when Han Solo and Chewie are taking off,
There's an air. Cold won't be good for my crops. Never is.
when Han and Chewie and them are taking off for that first time, you notice that one of the stormtroopers gets thrown forward instead of back like all the rest of them, and it's because that one.
I'm glad we're friends. I have something for you. Here.
What do you need,
Okay.
my friend? So you're interested in my potions and ingredients?
Actually, I'm more interested in selling you what I got so that I can make some money. That's not worth anything to you. Neither is that, really. No. Don't really use magicka much. Keeping all of those. Wait. No. It's a start.
Come back anytime. The remedy.
Jewelry makes sense because they could enchant it with whatnot. I think I went through the wrong door. Oh, coerced at the end of a blaster. Yeah, that works too. Yeah, I will definitely be gathering those ingredients together. I want to try and get an alchemy lab into the manor in order to be able to make them all at home and not have to worry about having to be out here for it. First, oops, what jewelry? I made jewelry just so I could sell it, so let's sell that first. Well, that was easy. Cleaned him out.
Do come back.
That's probably why he sounded annoyed. Yeah, the house that I go back to is Lakeview Manor. Though, if it were up to me, I would have changed it to something else. I don't know if that's something you can do on here.
And what does the Empire do?
The guards in Dragon Street say you aided the yard.
Worse than
On
nothing.
behalf of Whiterun,
The
I thank you.
Imperial machine enforces the will of the Balmor.
They're like, why haven't you gone and dealt with that dragon? What dragon? I swear to you, I've seen only one dragon my entire time here. Have your wizard cast a true spell on me.
I might just be a servant among lords, but don't think for a moment I don't take my duties as
Just to give everybody a heads up. What time is it? 6:40. Okay. I plan to be running for about
Divine smile on spells and incantations for those with
till about 7:30, unless something comes up. Do I have enough for it? One of those. Can't afford either one of them. That should be enough to at least
You know, if you've got the aptitude,
give our bow a
you should go to
charge.
Nature's College in Winterhold.
Oh,
To Dragon, take a look.
I just thought of something. No, I'm keeping those. Heh. Common is better? Wait. Okay.
Remember, your mind is the best weapon you have.
I'm sure. He's just gonna sit there, isn't he? With him sitting right there, too. Time to go. Yeah, a time command would be helpful. I would love to set something up like they have over on CR's channel. The whole when is CR, and it pops up the whole, oh, you've got exactly this many seconds left. Oh, that's right. I need to go up to weapons. Charge that. Before I screw up and spend that grand soul gem. I'm running back to the manor for a second before we do that. Because I'm hoping, if I did it right, I should be able to get at least one of the necessary items constructed. Whether it's the arcane chanter or the potion, I'm not sure. So it won't be the library, that's for sure. And I might have to make some iron fittings or something. I'm hoping not, but we'll see. That's the enchanter. I'm missing one gold ingot. Yeah, that's true. I mean, we do have a bot. Yeah, I just need to learn how to program it into this particular bot for that. Because I've got, we do have a bot in here for some of the commands. One of my favorites is it's one built into my broadcasting OBS program. It's called Streamlabs. I actually had to look at the name in order to remember it. Okay. Did I drop off the... Nope, there it is. That way I don't spend it, and we actually can get the Arcane Enchanter in next time. And now that my bow is charged, as far as I can tell, it looks like Streamlabs runs the same as Nightbot, but I'm not exactly sure. I know that, I mean, technically Nightbot's in here, just not set up to do anything. But I could just as easily have it just do enough as far as a time command, or just like the other stuff that Streamlabs isn't already doing. But like we've got the exclamation inspiration command, for example, which lets people know who some of our biggest inspirations have been to get us started, that kind of thing. Those who remind us that what we do, even though we're still working on expanding on all that, is still valuable, at least to somebody. And I figure, hey, why not relax, spend some time with some people online, have some fun, and who knows what could happen. Are you now?
What was that?
Heh. Just want to make sure there isn't anything else here at the moment. I'll come back for the iron after I've cleared the mine. I hadn't even noticed that one.
Time to end this little game. You're a fool to fight.
Dag nabbit. Okay, that mage has to go first. That answered that question. If I hadn't missed. I walked right past that trap and completely forgot it had been there. Let's see. I've got my regular flame spell. Maybe that's why the mage is just using electricity? I think you need to be set as a mod for that, Swift. Possibly. Because I know we've been live for 2 hours and 52 minutes so far. Yeah, I have it set. I don't have a whole lot of mods set for in here because I know that a lot of the people who do come in, at least so far, considering how small the channel is, I'd hate to scare people off with them coming in and just seeing a bunch of swords talking. But I can work on that. I'm just not exactly sure how. If I knew the commands, then I've done bot work previously, just not for Twitch. Oh yeah, good point. This will be 206. Too bad I can't just throw a torch in there. If I'm already detected, then y'all are gonna come to me. Now, let's see. First, What the? Heh. There we go. Oh, that would be awesome. That'd be a really cool mod. Steel shin boots. I don't know if I have a set of those yet. I mean, eventually I'll end up with enough mannequins for it. Oh, yeah. You too. Get a little bit of mining done. Yeah, no worries about it at the moment. We'll get there. We do have quite a few currently. Miss Adika would be able to help show that off if she were watching. I'm not sure if she is, actually. Did I already? No. Yeah, I'll get there. I just wanted to make sure I grabbed the iron before I did another save. That way I don't have to worry about it coming back out the mine. Wow, there's a lot here. Thank you for mentioning this. This is definitely a big help. Need lots of lots of iron to be able to get the houses built, and we're still on just the first one. I slowly work my way through and explore the map and see what happens. And during the times when you're busy doing all this kind of thing, it gives you more time to sit here and talk with everybody in chat, and figure it makes it a little more interesting than just the traditional walkthrough. Take it leisurely and see what we can see. I'm overweighted already? Wow. I should have paid more attention to that. Because remember, in Skyrim, if you weigh too much, eat all the food. Technically, it makes no sense whatsoever. That's for Scanlan. The cabbages, of course, are for Brian W. Foster and Rhymes for Pie. And anybody who is unsure who those people are, well, check out the Critical Role channel on Twitch, which is twitch.tv/criticalrole. Because they are crazy, amazing bunch of people. And all their older videos are, oh, they're, see, if I had my bow enchanted with fire, yeah, I figured those would end up really heavy. I will worry about cutting the weight down here in a minute. Yes, I know I'm carrying too much to run. Right now, that's not really my concern. Oh no, I'm... it's not that. I have no problem going in and getting the spell tome and whatnot. It's also the fact that this just happening to also be an iron mine with a serious amount of iron. I mean, that alone made... Whoops, I didn't mean to drop it. I meant to eat it. just being able to have a well-known mine that I could run to once the things respawn and whatnot. Which usually takes, like, I think it's 2 weeks in-game time? I don't recall. Not exactly. And then once I can double enchant my bow, even better. No, I already have Dave. But okay, yeah. The next enchanted weapon is going to be named Buster. So I'll have Dave and Buster.
For those of you not from America, that's a like pizza place with toys for adults.
It's like Chuck E. Cheese for adults, if you know what Chuck E. Cheese is. 'Cause I know that it's quite possible to get people from all over the world watching, and if you're not familiar with something, well, you're always welcome to ask. The main reason why I'm still just... Oh, wow. I'm still just grabbing stuff, aren't I?
Just to let you know it's 7 o'clock.
Okay. Okay.
Not saying you have to quit, but... Damn.
Is Mammoth Tusk a potion ingredient at all? Yup, definitely taking that. Wow. I mean, that's a ton of iron. The iron alone would have made coming here worth it. Guaranteed. Being able to transmute ore, even cooler. So, yeah. Yeah. And, well, just from the last time I went to the shop, the stuff I had outdid their purse strings. So I could do that quite easily. I just haven't had a need for... Oh, wait a second. I have been here before. Once? Maybe twice? That was a long time ago, though. Move over, body. Oop. That hurt. Dag nabbit. Okay, I'm not gonna go for that other coin purse there. Dag nabbit. I'd completely forgotten about this place. always come back for tusks or whatnot. I can run across those quite a few places, actually. Dag nabbit, I done gone and set myself on fire. That's okay, I'm better now. Does anybody remember the show Night Court? John Aston, who was once Gomez Addams for the original Addams Family TV show. There were more over on Facebook. I don't know. Maybe they don't count some of the other names that are in here. Seems odd. But anyway. Okay. We also still need 1 gold ingot. Where can we find 1 gold ingot? No, that's silver, isn't it? I was thinking Markarth. Need to find 1 gold ingot that I can, or even a gold mine. Nernroot. Nice try, crabs. Whoops. Oh yeah, I did pick it up. Oh, I didn't realize I'd killed the other one with that first arrow. That's kind of funny. Okay. I did pick it up. So what I'll do... Let's go back here. Cool. So the iron and the transmute, which would explain why you had an entire bandit chief and a bunch of bandits there, huh? That makes perfect sense. Because then they'd want to transmute the ore. Yup. Huh. That's a brilliant idea. That wasn't what I was doing. Well, it kind of was, but... Oh yeah, because I need to be in here for this, so... Let's grab that. Just get everything all done at once. Didn't realize I already had it. Okay, so under magic, alteration. Do I have silver ore? I think I might actually have silver ore already. Quicksilver. So, yes, I do. Cool. Well, I've got a silver bar, not silver... Oh, I do have silver ore. Okay. So, yeah. I gotta use a smelter. So, okay, hang on. Let that refill a little. Right. Right. That's why I remembered that I needed to make one more. I can put those away. I have a smelter downstairs. And that'll get me the ingots I need. And then if I really do have to hammer something out specifically, I can always do so in the kitchen on that anvil. I'll keep that in mind. Usually I just kind of keep ahead of it, but yeah, that's definitely good to know. Let's see. I don't like how slow moving is when you're weighed down, but it kind of makes sense because you're just let's see. We've got about 15 more minutes. And then over at the mana pool, if you're interested in Magic the Gathering at all. Well, actually, I'm not sure if Chewy is actually doing that today. Okay, I removed that from outside. Okay, so that tower is completely done. Yay! Finally. Oh, whoops. Wrong thing. Okay. Okay, there. That's a start. So there's only one thing left for the kitchen area. A quicksilver ingot. Don't I have that? Or is that just the ore? 2 nails, 1 sawn log, 1 iron ingot. We're missing some goat horns. And a quicksilver ingot. And then that's done. Almost have the entire place finished, folks. Can you believe it? Yep. I'm pretty sure everything over here is done. Maybe some lighting. Carthwaston. Okay. Okay. Okay, so the library and the enchanting towers are both completely finished. The kitchen is done. I think this... Oh no, this area is not done yet. There's at least 1 bed that needs to be done upstairs. Sure, why not? And we don't have an actual trophy room in this house, but I'm thinking next one, probably. And I know you're probably wondering, why did you just back up the stairs instead of just walking up them? Well, if you're over encumbered, it seems to actually make it faster. Two nails, 4 leather four leather strips. Nails. Okay, I can get that one done here in a minute. Wow. This just needs the enchanter put in, or the alchemy table put in. There's some powdered mammoth tusk. Slowly just gathering everything it'll let me take. Is there anything in here? Nope. Yeah, that mine was actually the first place I cleaned out when I started playing. Because, well, again, we're mainly focused on just kind of running around and seeing what we find, and the mine was right there, and I was like, well, I know we are going to need iron for building, so might as well check what mine this is. But it's been a while. I could probably go back by this point. Maybe. Okay. So what I need to do is I'm going to need to get some more stones, but before we sign off, we've got about 9 minutes left. Though, when I say 9 minutes, I'm thinking probably a little less than that. Oh wait, we didn't want to disenchant, we wanted to enchant. Item, what can we enchant here? Let's do the ebony sword. I'm gonna give that one frost damage because the... No, I'll give that soul trap. Well, I plan on actually going to get the Nightingale armor. I know I have to actually quest for that, but... okay, I need that. I need to rename this. And as we mentioned previously, this is Buster. So that way, when I grab the axe, I grab the ebony sword, I've got Dave and Buster. That's perfect. I like that. And I know that technically we've got like 7 minutes, but need time to get the announcer ready for our outro, a few other things. But anybody who's interested, please check out the information we have down below. Before I do anything else, I'm going to climb up to the roof so we can kind of end on a theme here. And that way we can finish with a nice view of things around us. Especially with the nearly finished house. Let's see. Yeah, this was the last one we'd finished. So we'll sit here. We'll take the helmet off. Go like this. And then I've done the Nightingale quests. I've done the oh crap. The Brotherhood. I've done. I mean, I've run through the game a bunch of times. It's just this is the first time I've done it strictly casually, where I'm not doing quests, where I'm just focusing on what's fun. But yeah, that will hold it right there, folks. As you saw, that was... Let me double check just for a number here. That was save number 207. We are atop the enchanting tower of the homestead. I'm going to go ahead and drop this down. That way there's no sound issues causing problems. I do want to thank everyone for coming out. It was a lot of fun being able to hang with you and actually be able to chat with some folks. Often it tends to be a little less chatty on my end, because I'll end up zoned in on the game because I'm not seeing people talking and therefore not having much to respond to. But yeah, having people on and being able to chat makes it even more fun, especially during those times when I'm sitting there and just pickaxing away trying to get the various ore and whatnot. But yeah, thank you so much for being here. Please check out our links and information below over here at twitch.tv/wolvesdengames. That has probably the most up-to-date information. I've been working so hard, I haven't had time to go through and make sure everything else is correct everywhere else. But the stuff we have here will link you to a lot of different things. Also, for example, if you get a chance, some wonderful people to check out. are those 4 little channels right there. Wild Wolf Gaming 1, for just to let you guys know, is that first commercial bit that we've done on our end that pops up. And he's a good friend of ours. He's been helping us with a lot of the game design that we do for tabletop. So figure it's only fair to give him a nod for all the help that he's given us. So anyway, thank you again for joining us. I'm gonna go grab the announcer real quick for a quick outro, and I do hope you'll join us again next time. Also, if you haven't already, please give us a follow if you want to get notifications for any time we go live. We do have our Insomnia Squad shows, which occasionally will pop up. Those are a little harder to schedule because those tend to be we're having trouble sleeping due to various reasons, whether pain or other things, and it's just need something to calm the mind before we can actually sleep, and we'll jump on here for a bit. The only day that will not happen would be a Thursday night, Friday morning. We are on Central Time here in the USA, if that helps. So all our times will be set for that kind of time zone. But yeah, if we do an Insomnia Squad tonight, it might be Borderlands, it might be Dota Underlords. I don't know. It depends on how much my brain needs to shut off. But thank you again. I am Garoyalor Kier, which translates as Game Master Kier, and we will definitely be around. If you ever just need somebody to talk to, you can always check here. I try to keep this open as long as I'm awake. So as long as this chat is open and I'm awake and not in another room getting things worked on or whatnot, I will see people speak up, and that way you have somebody you can come to chat if you had a great day and you just want to talk, or even if you've had kind of a crappy day and need somebody to talk to. If not here, then definitely go to twitch.tv/Critical Role, because their TNS over there is where we got the idea for ours. And there is always somebody over there for sure. Again, this is still a small channel, so we don't necessarily have somebody here at all times, but we're hoping eventually, if nothing else, a friendly ear and a supportive friend for times when you might need it. Thank you again for joining us. Let me go grab Matt for our outro here, and I hope to see you guys again next time. Thank y'all for joining us. Please give us a follow on twitch.tv/WolvesDenGames. Long days and pleasant nights. Jate ka nade, or good night everyone. They've walked you through Horizon Zero Dawn, through The Last of Us, and through For Honor. This summer, One man. One horde. One motorcycle. Many, many locations with an open world map. And one very large arsenal. When the dust settles at the end of the day, who will remain standing? Will it be Deacon St. John? Or those he stands against? Find out for yourself at twitch.tv/wildwolfgaming1. Stay wild, everyone. In the video game streaming system, the viewers are represented by two distinct groups: the gamers who provide walkthroughs and compete for wins, and the entertainers who provide nonsense and fun. These are the games of the Insomnia Squad. Doink Doink by Mike Post. Come to twitch.tv/awolvesdengames and click the follow button. That way you will be notified for further games by the Insomnia Squad.